Well, again, it's now time for business, and Kweku Temen is standing by. Now, Kweku, I do understand that money transfer and payment of utility bills at Lotto kiosk is in the offing. Is that true?
Definitely true. Now, Portia, what it tells me is if you're a deacon in your church and you think going to the Lotto kiosk might be wrong for you, tell your pastor it is wrong. This time, you can pay your water bill, electricity bill, and all the like. So, hey, let's all go to the Lotto kiosk and just not do any other thing than transfer the money that would want to. I'm giving you the story in just about a bit. Don't forget, this is where business is made. Let's get the details of our stories. The National Lottery Authority will soon make it possible to transfer money and pay utility bills at any Lotto kiosk in the country, and that's across the country. Well, Acting Director General of the authority, Brigadier General Martin Ahiaglo, disclosed this to TV3 in an exclusive interview.
The National Lottery Authority intends to take advantage of its huge presence to add value to existing services. The initiative will make it possible for money transfers and payment of utility bills through operators at the Lotto kiosk.
Preparations or plans are far advanced for these products to come online. We are also thinking of putting online sports Lotto, so that we can get additional source of funding or revenue for the government. We are also thinking of putting online value-added services where you can at the same time pay some of your utility bills like water, electricity, and even send monies out to your dear ones.
He disclosed the authority will also add new games and ask customers to prepare for exciting times.
As part of the strategy for 2014, we are trying to roll out new products. The first is the Bingo Lotto, which hopefully, all things being equal, should be operational latest by the close of first quarter. That is at the end of by the end of March this year.
Brigadier General Ahiaglo again hinted of plans to bring back the live telecast of Lotto draws on TV.
We are undertaking a few checks here and there, and once those checks are completed, we should possibly be back on the airwaves, particularly the TV, very soon.
All right, so away from let's just simply go to other issues on taxation. And here, as a newly amended VAT takes off, you should be prepared to pay more for services rendered by the banks and the airlines. Well, I've already received my text message telling me that I am going to pay more. But not only will consumers see an increase in the VAT rates, but services rendered in other sectors have been roped in to widen the VAT bracket. Prior to the amendment of the Value Added Tax 2013 Act 870, a number of sectors were exempted from paying VAT. The banking, insurance, domestic airline operators, and real estate developers operated outside the tentacles of the VAT. Car rental companies, haulage suppliers, and local pharmaceutical companies were also exempted from the VAT bracket. But consumers who hitherto were not charged VAT for these services will now have to gear up to pay 17.5% more. Already, banks have sent messages to their customers alerting them of the proposed new charges. Chief Executive Officer of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, Anthony Yawopong, told TV3 this could defeat the purpose of roping in the unbanked.
It has both positive and negative. Positive in the sense that it will bring in money to the state coffers to run the economy, which we all want to see. But it also has a side effect that it will make the banks look expensive. And therefore, the idea that there are a lot of people out there who are not banked, we are trying to woo to come to the bank, will also say, hey, I cannot just go and put my small money there, tomorrow come and pay this, tomorrow pay that, this COT, this has been increased, and that kind of. So it has this both negative and positive aspect. Yes, it will affect them.
All right, now it's time for us to do some energy issues. And here, if you're thinking about power generation in Ghana, then obviously there is some good news in the air as government has brokered a deal with an Abu Dhabi-based energy company, that's TAQA, to build an additional facility to generate 300 megawatts of power at the Takoradi thermal plant. Well, the company will again support Ghana in liquefied natural gas to undertake industrial activities.
President Mahama was in the oil-rich country where he attended the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Renewable Energy Conference and held discussions with other leaders. TAQA, which has already executed some projects at the Takoradi thermal plant, is expected to complete another facility which will generate 110 megawatts of energy by the end of 2014, after which work on the additional 300 megawatts would commence. President Mahama said Ghana's target of generating 5,000 megawatts of power by 2016 was on course and was hopeful the completion of all those projects would improve the country's energy needs and pave a way for Ghana to become a net exporter of power. TAQA expressed interest to invest in other sectors of the economy. The sector minister, Emmanuel Kofi Boah, said the ministry would pursue best practices highlighted at the conference.
If you do good business in the country, definitely you need to give back to society. Something coming in from the Trade Ministry as government is to set up a comprehensive national corporate social responsibility policy to serve as a monumental support scheme for the needy. Well, the Minister for Trade and Industry, Haruna Iddrisu, made it known when he called on the management of Casapreco Company.
Casapreco Company Limited is a leading producer of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages in the country. It operates a state-of-the-art production plant which produces 70,000 bottles per hour for the local and international markets. The managing director, Dr. Kwabena Agyei, spoke on the company's contributions to the economy over a 3-year period.
We are a company that started about 20 years ago from a very humble beginning. But during the course of the years, we have worked very hard with our staff. This thing that we'll be seeing today would not have been possible if it had not been the family members.
In 2013, the company paid a 100% increase of what it paid as corporate tax in 2012. This, he indicated, was their major contribution from 2010 to 2013. Dr. Kwabena Agyei requested more support for local industries.
Our appeal to you is to help the Ghanaian industries to grow, because it becomes very disheartening when we are being orphaned by some of the government officials, not all of them.
The Minister for Trade and Industry, Haruna Iddrisu, lauded the company's entrepreneurial success.
We expect that Casapreco will even be bigger and larger tomorrow. My only comment, not directed at you anyway, is to all Ghanaian corporate entities to uphold highest ethical standards in their dealings both with government and the Ghanaian public.
Well, so this evening I brought you several stories which included taxation and other issues on industry. But let me run you by this from Benjamin Franklin. He says, in this world, two things are definite: death and taxes. For those of you who are worried about paying taxes, food for thought. My name is Kweku Temeh.